Ophiuchus, hi, this is your February 2025 reading and what to expect. There's some really good times that you're having, whether this is with the community, your girlfriends, your guy friends, you know, people that you resonate with, people that celebrate you and your life, and you guys accomplish things together. I feel like it's you both you I don't know why I said both, but for some of you it could be a partnership, it could be two or more parties. You apply the energy to your situation, because I'm reading for a ton of Ophiuchuses. So, but whatever this is, it's something that you can see yourself doing in the long run. I feel like there's a period where you sometimes worry about financial loss, but I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles in the middle of your spread, especially with the Three of Cups right above it, I mean, these are things that are to be grateful for. There's some type of celebration or success that you, or milestone that maybe you've reached, but you worry, maybe you have a fear of losing it. Maybe you have a fear of, what if somebody steals it from me? Or, what if that title gets taken? Like, there's things that I feel like you're anxious about for no reason. So when you have these moments of doubt and insecurity, try and blow off some steam, reconnect with your higher self, with your spirit, and find the correct cause, the correct course of action that you need to take. When you go within, you'll be guided. You will, in stillness, find creative solutions. You will not you won't resist the changes, or it's something, it's a pattern that that you've had for decades, and I think you're ready to get rid of it. I think the emotional sensitivity has to be managed a little better, right? Maybe you're too sensitive, you're oversensitive, or maybe you're lacking empathy. So there's a neutrality. There's, as you continue to be grateful for these blessings, you'll be able to manage the cognitive dissonance and overcome these fears, right? Like, just like fear, basically there's nothing to fear but fear, right? So it's, for example, if you're afraid of a snake, it's not the actual snake that you're afraid of. It's the future possibility of what could happen with that snake. You could be afraid to get bit. You could be afraid to get bit, and from there more fears come through, and you get poisoned and you die, right? So it's an infinite perpetuating thing, fear. And once you nip it in the bud, it can go away like that. So this is just an old pattern of poverty consciousness that I feel in February, Ophiuchus, that may challenge you, that you may be tested. Your faith will be looked at. How I mean, this is like a legacy that you're creating with the Ten of Pentacles, and trust it. Trust this divine path, this divine flow, and work towards your freedom, and work towards healing this inner child, because I feel like in the future, Isle, you're not how do I say this, with the Sun card in the reverse. What I'm getting is like arrogance and negativity and sadness. So again, if you don't master these emotions, it's going to be very hard for you to move forward, especially if you go into negativity. These emotions, from anger, fear, doubt, insecurity, anxiety, all those things, envy, all those negative emotions, does not open you up to more blessings. They actually, it's blocking them, right? So, and it makes you put up this wall, and then you manifest those fears. So book a session with me, Ophiuchus, if you feel like in February it gets a little tricky for you. I think you got this. I think it's safe for you to hold space and take space for yourself. I feel the ego comes in, and it distrusts your body, and it tries to shame and control, and if you get overwhelmed, it's gonna take over. So for some of you, when you don't feel good in your body, in your physical vessel, your emotions are affected. It does. It's true. Like when now that I've established this really good workout routine on a daily, it's more of a non-negotiable, because I feel like as my vessel, as I'm strengthening my vessel, my everything aligns better. You know, I get to channel easier. I rest better. Everything is just in alignment, and there's this the authentic voice can come through when you feel really good, and I keep doing those things that make me feel really good. And really, when you're feeling good, you're feeling God. So I think there's a detox you might be looking at in February. You know, because I feel maybe when you drink too much, when you eat sugar, it throws you off. You start to hate the way you feel and look in your body, and it makes you go into this Jekyll and Hyde energy where you change your mind so quickly, you get moody, and you think it's like the end all be all. So I think that if you need some support with this, I think you're gonna do it. I think you're going to overcome this victim mentality and this sense of entitlement to, like, for example, I can relate to this. When I gained weight during a dark time when I was doing my shadow work and I was going through a deep, deep depression, I kept my heavy clothes. You know, I kept that. But then when I started to want to go back to the gym and work out and eat better, I said, "Oh, I'm going to keep those clothes. What if I get heavy again? I spend all that money on, you know, the bigger sizes." But there was also a point then later on, as in my healing, during my healing journey, that I did get rid of the big clothes, the fat clothes. I didn't want to give myself permission to go back to that, right? I was creating that reality of fluctuation just by keeping those clothes. So it's a detox. A detox is a full-time thing. I'm not just talking about food. It's detoxing a lot of old negative patterns, these strong life patterns that were ingrained in us and programmed. So healing is really a process of deprogramming these old patterns and cycles, habits, feelings. And the more negative you amass and absorb in your body, the more difficult it is to sense or see the light in your spirit, Ophiuchus. So start cleansing in your body, you know, your environment. Get rid of toxic foods and elements in your life, whether that be people. Stop watching negative news, that fake news on TV, and listen to something more inspiring. Get yourself some books and work on this. Work with and commune with the divine, and you will be led. You can work on healing and have and restore your faith. Restore your faith in something bigger than yourself, because in that space of gratitude, there's always something to be grateful for. Right there, you're already connecting to something bigger and outside. Even in the darkest of situations, you know, it's the time to recognize, Ophiuchus, that your life recognize the things that are going well when these things are not going well, right? Pay attention to what is working and not just what's not working. And there's always something to be grateful for. When I wake up, the first things that I do say is, thank you for waking me up this morning and giving me another chance at this beautiful life, because I didn't have to wake up. We don't. No one knows when their last breath will be. So I wake up and I set the tone for my day in gratitude, and that begets miracles upon miracles. And when you're grateful, you attract more abundance, just like you've witnessed in these past two months, for some of you for 4 years. It's allowed you to manifest a passion project or a job of your dreams or a role of your dreams, where you're able to balance, you know, your bills and have support from a supportive partner who believes in you. So, Ophiuchus, there's so much to be grateful for. Let's pull you an astrology card. So while I'm on here with this whole with the whole rumor of TikTok going down, please follow me on YouTube and Instagram. My Instagram is written on my YouTube on the profile page, but I think I'm going to do a quick post maybe tomorrow, and like I'll write my Instagram down physically, because I'm not the best with technology and all this. I'm learning from scratch how to work all this technology stuff. I know how to post and do the basics, but like attaching handles and all that can get tricky for me or frustrating, but I'm learning. I'm doing my best to overcome these frustrations and be more self-sufficient. Oh, astrology. Your astrology card. Sixth house. So in the sixth house, which is ruled by Virgo, this is the house of service and health, kind of what we were just talking about, right? How you're going to be detoxing, and this is part of your path. This is part of what you are here to assist humanity with. As you heal yourself, you're going to want to pay that forward to other people, right? You're going to be able, again, back to the sixth house. It's the house of assistance, giving, your habits, servitude, work life, the body, wellness, nutrition, hygiene, working with others, organizing, health and illness, right? An emphasis on this house may show a need to assist other people. And it just, like I said, that's exactly what I just said. Like, you're going to want to pay it forward, because feeling good is feeling God. And why wouldn't you want others to feel this? It's like an eternal high that you get when you conquer your addictions and break those patterns that never really belong to you, right? So there could be a lot of focus on health in February for you with the sixth house and the body and your general well-being. So this is exciting, and I think this is something you're going to be able to create a legacy from, helping other people as you continue to heal and become this light being.